to make the perfect cappuccino. First of all, let's talk about the equipment that you see before you here. This is strictly for losers and amateurs, so we get rid of that for a start. Okay, we don't need any kettles. What we do need is a proper mocha maker. Bialetti is a common brand here. As you can see, it contains 3 pieces: the pod for the water, the hopper for the coffee, and of course the top, for which you can see there's a spout in the middle. By pressure of the boiling water through the hopper and the coffee, it comes out here. You'll see that soon. We have a proper grinder for the coffee beans, and of course we have freshly ground coffee, or ground coffee that we're going to ground ourselves. Okay, and this is purchased from an exclusive online retailer. The finest freshly roasted beans are essential. And of course, to make the perfect flat white, we have a frothing set of equipment. So that contains a Bialetti jug with a Teflon coated interior, a thermometer with the perfect temperature of frothing milk. You can see here that there's a red segment indicating between 65 and 75 degrees. Any more than that and the milk degrades into proteins, the proteins turn into sugars and spoil the flavour of the milk. So that's why it's important to get exactly the right temperature. Okay, so we start now by grinding the beans. So we take the coffee grinder and we make a good few scoopfuls. And what's really important here is that you use a lot of coffee and you really pack as much coffee into the Bialetti as you can. What you're looking for is a treacly black coffee that's very, very strong, and that's counterbalanced by the milk. So that's 2 scoops, and I'll probably go for a little more. And I think I'll show that to you so you can get a feeling of how many, what we're talking about here. Right, okay. You close the hatch and then you start grinding. Grinding technique's quite interesting. You might think it's just a matter of rotating clockwise, but you can actually grip by the knees if you get tired hands. The problem with this, of course, is that the coffee can lurch to the front of the drawer, meaning that when you open the drawer it all spills out. Or you can go for the classic clutch up top, the Admiral stance. Another point of interest is that for an espresso maker like this, you really have to have the coffee grinder set on the finest setting. If you have it really, really coarse, you don't get that treacly black coffee that you're looking for the ultimate flat white or espresso. As I grind now, I'm beginning to get deep aroma of the crushed coffee beans coming up. Yes, I can tell this is a Sumatran blue I'm grinding now. In a few more seconds I think we'll be done. I always enjoy looking through the hatch at the small beans being crushed by the milling action. Yep, nearly done. The last few here. Right. Sometimes you have to hold it vertically to get the last bit. Yeah, that's done now. Yeah. So we're going to tap, and we'll see now there's a nice drawer of coffee. But lurking behind this drawer of coffee are all spilled grains that we have to deal with. So come a little closer now, and I'll show you the next stage in actually making the coffee. So we take the hopper, make sure we have some, and if I wasn't on holiday I'd be using my filtered water here, of course, rather than the French mains water. Make sure it's the correct temperature, and in we go. And you fill it to, I say, about that much. If you make too much more, the coffee becomes too dilute. So in goes the hopper. Now, you'll see from here there's quite a lot of coffee that's in the back of the hopper. And now we take the drawer of coffee and we place it into the hopper. I like to play a little game with myself where I challenge myself not to spill a single grain every time. It's absolutely impossible. But anyway, passes the time. Okay. And the idea is that you really you mount it up so that when you pack it down, you get a really totally full coffee. Come in closer for a zoom here, and you'll see that there's quite an amount there. Oops. Right, we tamp it down now. You start gently, and once you've got it sort of safely docked, you give it a really good press down. And the reason why you press it down is so that it really slows the progress of the boiling water as it erupts through the coffee so that it extracts the maximum flavour. And what's nice about using one of these round bottom ones, it means you can make a very nice sort of round effect there. Right, so we screw the top on. Okay, and on we go. So come over to the stove and get that on the go. That shall take a couple of minutes, and whilst that's going, we now need to prepare the milk frother. I like to use a combination of semi-skimmed milk and full cream milk, but on this occasion I only seem to have semi-skimmed. Semi-skimmed milk is interesting because it froths more, you get more volume out of semi-skimmed milk when you froth it, but full cream milk has a more velvety texture, and I like to mix the two. So, when you froth the milk, the idea is that you give it a damn good beating up and down for about 10 seconds, but it has to be exactly the right temperature. And again, you can see from my cheap thermometer here, you can get one of these for about $4.99 from Amazon. And when it gets to that segment, you know you're just ready. So pop it on. It has this nice clip, which means it holds the thermometer stalk at precisely the right angle. So we quickly put this on the stove. One burn. And it goes. Okay. And now we wait. Start again in a minute. Come round and have a look at the dial slowly going up to the segment. Fine. The milk has now reached 35 degrees Celsius. That means there was another 30 to go approximately. If we look inside the top here, perfect. You can see the coffee erupting from the central spout. It's quite exciting. As the temperature increases, the eruption speed increases. And of course the yeah, if you look at the top here, you can see that it's nearly there. Interestingly, if you swirl the coffee, it seems to build up heat in the container, and when you swirl it, it actually rushes ahead the temperature. This is just very quick. If you pan back to the coffee now, you've got to be careful because it will very shortly start to really come through quite quick. If you come over from the top a bit, you'll start seeing there's a crema building up, which is, of course, a term for the froth. Look, there it goes. It's beginning to erupt. Of course, we have to shut it straight away. And you can hear it. Right, if you come and have a look at the temperature now, the timing here is perfect. We have the coffee ready, and now you can see that the thermometer has reached. What I aim for is the middle, because I know that when I take it off and I swirl around, if you watch, it's already nudging the top end. And you can now hear the coffee come through. So what I'm going to do is turn that off, and we're now absolutely ready for the coffee experience. So the important thing is that the milk, hot milk, is coating the end of the thermometer here. It keeps the temperature really well, so we don't have to worry. But I like to taste the end of the thermometer, and it also has another utilitarian function of cleaning the thermometer. So 10 seconds is what you should allow, and a vigorous pumping action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as I'm pumping, I can feel the resistance building as the froth builds up. So if you'd like to come over and have a look, and I reveal and as we come in, here we have the froth. Perfect. Okay, right, so the next thing we do is that we need to decant and make our final coffee. Okay, right, so we need to find 2 cups. Okay, we'll use the mugs, I think, because the cups are taken. Mugs are totally inappropriate. Really, we should have small cups for this. And as this rests, it becomes more set, and it separates to the milk at the bottom and the froth on the top. And we want to work quickly because we want it whilst it's all combined to this velvety. So I'm using hot water from the tap here to heat the mugs. Essential, otherwise when we put the coffee in, it will be too cold to enjoy. Perfect. So we hold the outside of the cup, wait for the temperature to come through. Yes, I think that'll do. Right, now for the coffee. And you can see the coffee is quite strong, which is exactly what we need it to be. And the final step is to pour the froth in. And as you can see from there, it's already begun to separate because I've spent too long talking about this. So you can pour in the milk, and then you can scoop in the froth afterwards. And I need a spoon. Well, we'll use this because there's nothing else. So in goes the froth. There's the froth. So if you like to get close, you can see the frothy coffee. And there you have it, the perfect cup of coffee.